Hello everyone, welcome to the Future Forward series. Today I have a very special guest with me. Most of us are in Bahrain since 5 to 10 years or even more, as long as maybe we can remember. But we have survived through recessions, digital transformation and now the age of AI. Today I want you all to be future ready because future is here. And I have with me CA, CFA, ACCA, Kushal Lodha to discover the insights about how we can upskill ourselves. Hello Kushal, how are you doing?
All good. Thank you so much for having me and thank you so much for the wonderful hospitality at Bahrain. I am here since the last 3 days and trust me, the kind of people I've met and the kind of places I've visited, it just shows like this country is so peaceful and so nice. I mean, it's just amazing. I've had the best of my time in the last 3 days and I look forward to the next couple of days as well.
So today I have a very important question for you. Is CA a dying course?
I think that's a very good question to start off with. I've heard a lot of things about people saying that registrations are falling for chartered accountancy exam. CA is going to be a dying course. AI will replace all the chartered accountants in the future. But I disagree with this statement. Why? Because there are so many skill sets which we as CAs have that are not going to be replaced by AI in the future. I'll give you some statistics and numbers also. 2013 and 14, there were 1,45,000 people who had registered for CA Foundation. Okay. 2018 and 19, this same number dropped to 48,000. So it's a massive drop. Right. Everyone thought that abhi foundations ke registration kam ho rahe, to abhi CA mein koi enter nahi karega. But then if you see from 2018-19, 2021, 22, 23, ये सारे numbers have increased from 48,000 to 1,40,000, 1,50,000 and 23, 24, the latest numbers are 1,45,000 again. Okay. Like this just chart shows you that okay 2014 से 19 तक एक dip आया था, but उसके बाद एक वापस steady increase आया था. And I feel that this increase is going to continue, especially after the fact that a lot of CAs are required in new age domains, which we'll discuss in the later part of the conversation. And मुझे लगता है कि जो skill CAs के पास है, that is something which is not going to be replaced by AI. AI आपको help करेगा in order to let's say do a deep research कि okay कौन से segments में कैसा research करना है, to draft annual reports, to draft let's say your auditing reports as well. But when it comes to judgment, when it comes to like litigation, assessment, humans are going to be involved there. Court में AI का avatar, AI का model नहीं जा सकता है because judge के साथ कैसे बात करना है, जुगाड़ से कैसे बात करके काम करवाना है, that is something which human beings know and not AIs. So I think just to answer your question, तो CA is a dying course जो लोग बोलते हैं, I don't think so. Although foreign courses के demand बहुत बढ़ गए, अगर आप CFA के registrations देखोगे, ACCA के registrations देखोगे, तो इनके demand में spike हुआ है. But that doesn't mean that CA is going to be a dying course. My final like viewpoint here would be that there would be some changes needed in the curriculum where let's say we need something like AI, something like financial modeling, something more like communication skills to be a part of the curriculum, which will help us in order to make CA a better course and a more premium course as compared to any other foreign courses.
Okay, so that's really good statistics and numbers about CAs, and I feel more CAs are coming in again in the coming years. So the question to you is how, as say mid-career professionals, we can upskill by using the right tools of AI and not treat AI as a threat.
That's a good question. I think that AI is both a boon as well as a bane. मैं आपको बताता हूँ क्यों. For example, if you are using AI in order to reduce your time on mundane activities, then that is going to be a boon. For instance, let's say मैं मेरे journey में AI कैसे use करता हूँ. There are email automations that we have done. अगर मैं हर रोज 10 emails भेजता था guests को with the same format, आज मैं वही email AI agents के through automate करके मैं वो email automatically autopilot पे भेज सकता हूँ. मेरा उस पे time नहीं जाएगा. I don't have to click on compose. I don't have to draft the message body. I don't have to click on send. Everything is automated. However, it can become a bane when we are using AI for ideating and for just generating ideas. कि okay, अगर मुझे ये टॉपिक पे वीडियो बनाना है तो थोड़े आइडियाज़ दो. मुझे अगर ये ब्रांड के लिए मार्केटिंग कैंपेन करना है थोड़ा आइडियाज़ दो. मुझे अगर लेट्स से ये क्लाइंट को क्लोज करना है फॉर माय नेक्स्ट ऑडिट तो मुझे आइडियाज़ दो कि कैसे मैं पिच कर सकता हूँ. इफ़ वी आर यूजिंग AI फॉर लाइक लेट्स से आइडिया जनरेशन एंड देन वी आर नॉट एबल टू जनरेट आइडियाज़ फ्रॉम आवर ओन माइंड, देन दैट इज़ अ बेन बिकॉज वी आर देन बीइंग डिपेंडेंट ऑन AI. देन अपना ह्यूमन बीइंग्स का कोई वैल्यू नहीं होगा. So I think if you want to really upskill yourself in the field of AI, and especially if you're a chartered accountant, I would definitely recommend that you should start with something like a Perplexity Pro or Google Gemini or let's say ChatGPT, which are like the 3 basic AI tools that everyone should know. and they should definitely use it in their like day-to-day life or day-to-day journeys as well. So go on GPT, go on Perplexity, just try to see कि okay क्या नए updates आ रहे हैं. Go on Claude if you want to, let's say, draft some report, if you want to write some new article, if you want to write a LinkedIn post for your own profile, go on Claude, see their latest models and just type it down कि okay क्या क्या चीज़ें इसको मैं better कर सकता हूँ, या तो क्या क्या अच्छे से इसको मैं way में लिख सकता हूँ, and then Claude will give you like an entire post, etc.
Okay.
So I would suggest that just go on these AI tools. I would definitely recommend all of the people who are watching this to take subscriptions because that is very important. And एक बार आप $20 per month के 4-5 सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लोगे तो that will help you only to understand कि ये टूल लेना चाहिए कि नहीं लेना चाहिए. You will be shocked to know that I spend upwards of rupees 1 lakh per month on AI tools. एंड ये सारे AI टूल्स कौन से हैं? हिग्स फील्ड का हमारे पास सब्सक्रिप्शन है जो 10-15,000 रुपीज़ पर मंथ जाता है. चैट GPT का सब्सक्रिप्शन है जहाँ पर 3,000 पर मंथ जाता है. परप्लेक्सिटी प्रो का है, गूगल जेमिनाई का है, क्लॉड का है. देन वी आर ऑल्सो यूजिंग हेजन विच इज़ फॉर वीडियो जनरेशन, 11 Labs विच इज़ फॉर वॉइस क्लोनिंग. एंड ऐसे 10-12 AI टूल्स है जिसपे वी स्पेंड रुपीज़ 1 लाख अ मंथ. एंड आई फील दैट ये 1 लाख पर मंथ हैज सेव्ड अ लॉट ऑफ माई टाइम. एंड सेकेंडली ये 1 लाख पर मंथ से मैं 5 लाख पर मंथ की जो एम्प्लॉय कॉस्ट थी वो भी सेव कर पाया हूँ. So if you use AI smartly, I think that is definitely going to help you in order to become better professionals. I disagree with the fact that AI will replace human beings in the future. I feel that people who know AI will replace people who don't know AI. So definitely have a knowledge of AI so that you are not replaceable and you are going to replace people who don't know AI. So don't fall in this category, fall in this category so that you are also out like upskilling yourself.
So AI will not stop job, but our own lack of adapting the AI tools will definitely stop us from upgrading and upskilling ourselves. And you mentioned something about being a global CA, where since you already have a AIR 5 in CA, you have completed your CFA at the age of 21, and you are a world ranker, top 3 in ACCA as well. So I'm sure you have a global experience. So as say a chartered accountant in India or Bahrain, how can I be a global CA, or how can we compete with the global markets?
That's a good question again. I feel that India में CA करने के बाद I realized that you need to have some sort of global certifications so that if let's say you want to go outside India and want to start practice or do a job, at least these global certifications will help you in order to like upskill or get a job in other countries. So first, like before answering your question, I'll give you my reasoning of doing CFA or ACCA and my friends who are doing CPA, and then I'll get into the granularity of why people are doing all these courses and इसका scope opportunities क्या है. So how to become a global CA? If I can answer that, you let's say do ACCA, okay? After doing CA, 13 पेपर्स में से 9 पेपर्स एग्जाम्प्ट हो जाते हैं, तो आपको 4 पेपर्स देने पड़ते हैं. द रीजन आई डिड वाज बिकॉज मैंने सोचा 4 पेपर्स दे दूंगा तो एटलीस्ट मुझे अगर यूके में जाना है या सिंगापुर में जाना है तो आई कैन साइन बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स ऑफ कंपनीज विच आर रजिस्टर्ड इन दोज एंटिटीज. यू गेट लाइक दैट काइंड ऑफ पावर. सो आई थॉट कि ACCA कर लेते तो आई कैन गेट एक्सपोजर टू क्लाइंट्स विच आर इन यूके, सिंगापुर एटसेट्रा. एंड ACCA वाज रिलेटिवली ईजियर. अगर आप ACCA का पासिंग परसेंटेज देखो, CA का आज 15 से 20% पासिंग परसेंट होता है, यही 10 साल 15 साल पहले 2% होता था. ACCA का पासिंग परसेंटेज होता है 45 to 55%, which is very high as compared to CA exam. So level of difficulty, if you ask me, CA if I rate 10 on 10, ACCA will be 6 on 10, and CFA will be 8 on 10. तो ACCA का स्कोप क्या होगा? If I want a job in accounting, if I want a job in taxation, if I want a job in auditing, if I want a job in let's say some sort of MIS reporting or FP&A, financial planning and analysis, ACCA से मेरे को वो जॉब 160 प्लस कंट्रीज में मिल जाएगा. CA से मेरे को इंडिया में मिलेगा, एंड देन बहुत ज़्यादा कंट्रीज में इतना नहीं मिलेगा अनलेस यू हैव दैट MOU विद अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ कंट्रीज, बट ACCA से मेरे को वहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. दैट इज द रीजन फॉर डूइंग ACCA. एंड CFA वाज मोर ऑन द फाइनेंस साइड, वेयर आई थॉट कि अगर मुझे US में जाके कुछ जॉब करना है तो फाइनेंस साइड में करना है, तो CFA विल हेल्प यू टू गेट अ जॉब इन लाइक दोज फील्ड्स लाइक प्राइवेट इक्विटी, वेंचर कैपिटल, इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग, मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टिंग. तो ये जो भी लाइक फाइनेंस के रोल्स है, हेज फंड्स, यहाँ पर आपको CFA का नॉलेज अच्छे से यूज होगा, इक्विटी रिसर्च एंड ऑल. Now talking about let's say CPA or how to become a global CA and which are the courses you should do. So CPA is like one big trend right now where let's say you do US CPA and then you can go to US and then do a job in like accounting, auditing, taxation, and you can also of course like help other clients in the US with their books of accounts and all. मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ मेरे एक फ्रेंड का. सो मोहित वैद्य नाम है उसका. वो बेसिकली CA था इंडिया में, PwC में था. देन इंडिया में जब CA था तब उसकी सैलरी थी ₹12 lakhs पर एनम, ठीक है. देन ही शिफ्टेड टू US, सेम कंपनी PwC, एंड US CPA करने के बाद ही मूव टू न्यूयॉर्क. अभी ही इज इन न्यूयॉर्क, एंड हिज सैलरी इमीडिएटली आफ्टर Going from India to US, in US it was $110,000 per annum, which is close to rupees, तभी के हिसाब से it was close to rupees 85-90 lakhs, but अभी का डॉलर रेट लगाओ तो 1 CR के आसपास per annum की सैलरी होगी. कैवियट हियर इसकी कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग हाई है यूएस में, तो आपको सैलरी भी ज़्यादा मिलेगी, बट इफ़ यू सी प्रोपोर्शनेटली इट्स अ बिग जंप, लाइक 12 लाख से 1 करोड़, इट इज़ लाइक 8 टाइम्स. योर कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग इज नॉट गोइंग टू इंक्रीज 8 टाइम्स फ्रॉम इंडिया टू यूएस. तो उसका ये CPA का जर्नी था. एंड व्हेन आई स्पोक टू हिम, आई आस्क्ड हिम कि वुड यू रेकमेंड CPA फॉर एनीवन हु वांट्स टू डू प्रैक्टिस और जॉब इन यूएस. ही सेड येस, बिकॉज यूएस में अगर जाना है तो CPA इज़ लाइक अ वेरी गुड कोर्स. एंड देन CPA करने के बाद आप कनाडा भी जा सकते हो, आयरलैंड भी जा सकते हो, उनके लाइक बॉडीज़ के काफ़ी सारे कनेक्शंस एंड MOUs है विद अदर कंट्रीज. यू कैन गेट अ जॉब इन दीज कंट्रीज एज वेल. सो दैट्स अबाउट CPA. दैट्स हाउ यू कैन बिकम अ ग्लोबल CA. One last course which is very trending right now, I don't know, a lot of people have not heard about this. It's called as enrolled agent. इसका क्या होता है, मतलब कि यूएस में जितने भी टैक्स लॉज है, तो यूएस में क्या होता है, स्टेट टैक्स होते हैं, एक फेडरल टैक्स होता है और एक स्टेट टैक्स होता है. हर एक स्टेट के अलग अलग टैक्स लॉज है. जैसे इंडिया में अपना कैसा है कि एक सेंट्रल टैक्स है, सो इनकम टैक्स जो है वो सारे स्टेट्स को एप्लीकेबल होगा, बट यूएस में देर आर लाइक डिफरेंट स्टेट्स एंड सारे स्टेट्स को अलग अलग टैक्स लॉज है. सो एनरोल्ड एजेंट का काम क्या है कि सारे टैक्स लॉज पढ़ना अलग अलग स्टेट्स के एंड हेल्पिंग पीपल विद देयर टैक्स क्वेरीज एंड ऑल. एंड that is something which is now picking up, and I think उससे भी आप global CA बन सकते हो, like especially in the US, and that is a course which will help you like get some good opportunities in the USA as well. तो ये सारे courses है. There are like 2-3 more courses. I won't get into the details, but CIMA UK, CMA US, फिर उसके बाद एक और कोर्स जो है क्वांट्स के ऊपर है, CAI which is on alternative investments. तो 3-4 ऐसे courses है which will help you in finance jobs और finance journeys. But again, you just have to do a due diligence in terms of कि आपको ultimately करना क्या है. But with all these courses and certifications, if I can just summarize my answer, अगर आप ये सब कर सकते हो and आपको सब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, 1 या 2 करने की ज़रूरत है, your doors will open to, let's say, global opportunities. And even if, let's say, you don't want to do all these courses or certifications, you can still go global by, let's say, just applying to some companies in, like, let's say, outside India, do some, let's say, short course or short masters, which a lot of people do in US. And then वो masters करने के बाद वहाँ पर उनका visa आ जाता है, and then वहाँ से फिर वो जॉब के लिए चले जाते हैं. I know a lot of my friends who do 2 years का masters in US, and then वो visa मिल गया उनको, तो जॉब मिलना यूएस में थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है, एंड देन वो CPA कर लेते हैं ताकि उनको यूएस में फ़ायदा हो जाए. सो आई थिंक दिस इज़ हाउ यू बिकम अ ग्लोबल CA.
So taxation is something which is a hot commodity in US and as well as in the GCC nations because of the DMTT and the new regulations.
Yeah, in fact I'll add on to this. क्या हो रहा है अभी, शॉर्टेज ऑफ अकाउंटेंट्स है थोड़ा यूएस में. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, lot of US companies are outsourcing their work, back office का जो भी work है, to Indian clients. And India में बैठ के, because the cost is very low, तो ये labor arbitrage हो रहा है, cost arbitrage, which means that इंडिया में एक सेम लेबर, इफ द सैलरी इज रुपीज 6 lakhs per annum और 8 lakhs per annum, यही सेम कॉस्ट इन द यूएस विल बी अराउंड $100,000, विच इज लाइक रुपीज 90 lakhs per annum. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा लेबर आर्बिट्राज है. सेम वर्क, सेम स्किल सेट, सेम टेक्निकल एक्सपर्टीज अगर आप इंडिया में बैठ के करा सकते हो इन Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, then why do you need people in the US for doing the same work which can be outsourced to India? तो that's why a lot of global capability centers are coming up in India, जो GCC जिसको बोलते हैं. एंड आपको लाइक ये जान के भी शॉक होगा कि जैसे बहुत सारे बड़े बड़े कंपनीज है, उनका जो बैक ऑफिस है वो Tier 2, Tier 3 cities है इंडिया में, और वहाँ पर उन्होंने किया है. मैं कल इधर ही बारेन में, कल आई वाज टॉकिंग टू वन CA, ही वाज टेलिंग मी दैट ही हैज़ वन फर्म in Siliguri. Why? Because that is the only city which does not have any taxes for income tax also and for corporate tax also. And I didn't know this, by the way, कि इंडिया में भी एक सिटी है जहाँ पर आपको कोई टैक्स पे करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. एंड लॉट ऑफ बेनिफिट्स आर देयर फॉर पीपल हु आर रिसाइडिंग इन सिक्किम, कि जहाँ पर आप अगर कंपनी इनकॉर्पोरेट करोगे या कुछ करोगे तो आपको टैक्स पे करने की ज़रूरत है नहीं. सो ही हैज सेट अप अ CA प्रैक्टिस देयर एंड ही इज़ इन लक्समबर्ग राइट नाउ. एंड पूरा जो भी बैक ऑफिस का काम होता है लक्समबर्ग से, लाइक इट्स फ्रंट ऑफिस, एंड बैक ऑफिस का काम सिलीगुड़ी से होता है. So I mean these are like brilliant opportunities coming up where, let's say, Tier 2, 3, 4 cities में back office open करो and then just serve the global community.
So it's not only about geography but exploring the new ideas, breaking those barriers and going out to the world. Okay, so I just if you want to advise somebody who's in 30s and he has to now become a student, maybe take up a course or do something which can upskill him, what is 1 or 2 things that he can do to incorporate continuous learning in his life?
So आप students को पूछ रहे हो या working professionals?
Working professionals who are already in their 30s, who already have say 5 to 10 years of work experience. So how can they be open to learning? Because there are a lot of hurdles, families, pressure, job pressure, everything else. So timing is one criteria, but how can we upskill?
So I think that if I can address to people who are in their 30s and want to upskill themselves, there are very good short programs at universities like Harvard, Stanford, Wharton जो 7-7 दिन के होते हैं या 10 दिन के होते हैं. And you will get amazing topics like design thinking, innovation. You'll get topics like let's say entrepreneurship, business case studies, marketing. तो आपको बस आपका domain select करना है कि आपका कौन सा domain है. And you can just do a short 7 days program or a 1 month program. For example, I'll give you some examples like Stanford Ignite करके एक प्रोग्राम होता है जो 1.5 से 2 महीने का होता है जहाँ पर आपको बेसिकली एक 60-70 स्टूडेंट्स का बैच होता है एंड दे टीच यू एवरीथिंग राइट फ्रॉम कि आइडिया कैसे ढूंढते हैं, जो पूरा PMF होता है प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट वो कैसे बनाते हैं एंड देन उसके बाद एग्जीक्यूट भी कैसे करते हैं, इन्वेस्टर्स को पिच कैसे करते हैं, वो पूरा आपको 1.5-2 महीने में सिखाया जाता है. सो देयर आर द एवरेज एज इज अराउंड 29-30 एंड लॉट ऑफ पीपल डू दैट. The second is Stanford Executive Program. That is also good, which is like I think it's a 6 months program if I'm not wrong. And वो 6 months में it's like for senior leadership. कि जहाँ पर it's like an MBA, executive MBA. And अगर आप let's say if you're in your 40s or if you're in your late 30s, etc. A lot of people go there, apply, and then do a 6 months program where they get to network with the best minds of the world. And then they do like those sort of programs. The third, if you want to do, is basically online programs of all these same universities. जो आपको उनके वेबसाइट पे मिल जाएंगे. तो जैसे हार्वर्ड का इनोवेशन का कोर्स है, स्टैनफोर्ड का डिज़ाइन थिंकिंग का कोर्स है, ये सारे कोर्सेज जो है इनके जो प्रोफेसर्स है ये सारे कोर्सेज इन्होंने ऑनलाइन भी डाले हुए हैं. एंड देन यू कैन जस्ट चूज वट एवर सब्जेक्ट इंटरेस्ट यू एंड यू कैन डू दीज ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज. अदर थिंग आई वुड सजेस्ट इज कि आप बस यूट्यूब पे जाओ. ऑनेस्टली दिस इज द मोस्ट ईजीएस्ट थिंग विच एनीवन कैन डू. यूट्यूब पे जाओ, आपको जो भी टॉपिक सबसे ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है उस पर आपको अपस्किल करना है. जस्ट टाइप एंड वॉच वीडियोज ऑफ द एक्सपर्ट्स इन दैट इंडस्ट्री. So for example, if let's say I want to upskill myself in content creation, I will go on YouTube, I will type a name Paddy Galloway, who is like world's best YouTube consultant, and Mr. Beast का पूरा YouTube channel वो संभालता है. I will watch his podcast, I will watch his interviews, I will watch all the AI tools that he is using, and I'll just follow him on Twitter, and that is my upskilling, which is happening every single day. I will then, let's say if I want to upskill myself on finance, I will go to YouTube, type Ashwath Damodaran, go on his YouTube channel. आपको उनके चैनल पे सारे वीडियोस जितने भी है, कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल, लाइक डिस्काउंटेड कैश फ्लो, वैल्यूएशंस, ऑल द कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस टॉपिक्स, वेटेड एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल एंड ऑल, कॉस्ट ऑफ डेट, कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी, सब फ्री में मिल जाएगी आपको. उन्होंने NYU स्टर्न में ये सारे टॉपिक्स पढ़ाए एंड आपको यूट्यूब पे उनके चैनल पे सारे वीडियोस फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट में 1-1, 1.5 घंटे के वीडियोस है. यू विल जस्ट बी ब्लोन अवे बाय द इनसाइट्स दोज वीडियोस हैव. So just go on YouTube, it's a free resource, and just whatever your interest is, type the best person you know out there. उनके कोई ना कोई free resources हो गए. Warren Buffett के annual letters, shareholder letters over the last so many years are public. Like if you want to start investing, you should just read that Bible, which is Warren Buffett's annual shareholder letters, and आपको सारा उनका जितना भी wisdom ज्ञान है वो सब वो letters में पता चल जाएगा, because he just wants everyone to learn and everyone to grow. So again, like cliche advice, you don't need to do a lot of courses in order to upskill. You can just do that by reading books, by going on YouTube, watching these videos, and आजकल content पूरा free हो गया, like legit, like YouTube has become the free university now, and आप मतलब इतना अच्छे से upskill कर सकते हो. You can just watch anything that you want and upskill yourselves.
So to upskill, all it requires is consistency and the determination to keep going and keep learning. And if for the new students, if you were to start your student journey in 2026, what would you do differently?
Wow, this is the best question and a tricky one. If I were to start my CA journey once again in 2026, I would do these 3 things differently. Number 1, I would not sacrifice on my hobbies that I did in 2019. मैंने क्रिकेट खेलना बंद कर दिया था, मैंने गिटार बजाना, पियानो बजाना सब बंद कर दिया था, because I was just focused on studies. बस ऐसा नहीं है कि आप क्रिकेट खेलोगे तो CA में फेल होगे, आप गिटार या पियानो बजाओगे तो CA में फेल होगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. As far as you are focused on studies and as far as you are enjoying this and it is helping you in your studies, you should do that. So I would do that differently. Second is I would not sacrifice a lot on my personal life in the sense that मैंने जैसे मेरे सिस्टर के वेडिंग में सैक्रिफाइस किया था बाय नॉट अटेंडिंग ऑल द फंक्शन, मतलब जैसे 6 दिन का वेडिंग था तो मैंने बस 6 दिन टाइम दिया था एंड बाकी टाइम मैं एंजॉय नहीं कर पाया था. मे बी इफ़ आई वुड हैव प्लान्ड दैट इन अ बेटर मैनर एंड मैं पहले थोड़ा करिकुलम खत्म कर लेता और मैं वो 10-15 दिन पूरा एंजॉय करता मेरी रियल सिस्टर की वेडिंग में, तो मे बी दैट इज समथिंग विच आई वुड हैव चेंज्ड. द थर्ड थिंग विच आई वुड हैव चेंज्ड वाज माई लेट्स से स्टडी पैटर्न इन द सेंस दैट कि मैं जैसे पढ़ाई करते करते मैं थोड़ा म्यूज़िक वगैरह सुनने लग गया था बीच बीच में. एंड मैं मतलब सबको रेकमेंड करता हूँ दैट डोंट लिसन टू म्यूजिक विच इज़ गोइंग टू डिस्ट्रैक्ट योर माइंड. सो फॉर एग्जांपल इंस्ट्रूमेंटल म्यूजिक अगर पढ़ना है तो वो सुनना है तो वो डेफिनेटली सुनना चाहिए. लिरिक्स के साथ म्यूजिक में बीच में सुनने लग गया था बट दैट यूज टू डिस्ट्रैक्ट द माइंड एंड देन वो फोकस इतना हो नहीं पाता था. फॉर सम स्टूडेंट्स इट वर्क्स, फॉर सम इट डजंट, बट आई वुड रेकमेंड दैट लिसन टू म्यूजिक विच इज़ इंस्ट्रूमेंटल, लिसन टू म्यूजिक विच इज़ लाइक वो वेव्स का नहीं आता, ओशन वेव्स का, पानी का म्यूजिक, वो सुनो. करेक्ट. और मे बी लिसन टू some music which is not going to have any words or lyrics in that. तो उससे क्या कि आपका focus concentration सही होगा. So there is a playlist on Spotify called White Noise for Studying. If you want to focus on your studies, just listen to White Noise for Studying and आपको ऐसी एक आवाज़ आएगी गंदी सी कान में, but आपका focus बहुत sharp होगा because वो आवाज़ constantly चल रही है. अगर आप रात को सोते हो फैन चला के तो फैन का एक कांस्टेंट आवाज चलता रहता है, बट आपको नींद आ जाती है बिकॉज वो कॉन्स्टेंटली चल रही है आवाज. या सो वैसे ही व्हाइट नॉइज फॉर स्टडिंग है कि वो कॉन्स्टेंटली चलता रहेगा तो आपको बेसिकली स्टडीज पे पूरा ध्यान होगा. सो आई थिंक दीज 3 थिंग्स आई वुड डू डिफरेंटली इन माई सी ए जर्नी. वन मोर थिंग विच आई मिस्ड आउट, आर्टिकलशिप मैं बिग 4 से करता एंड इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में डेफिनेटली करता. सो मैंने बिग 4 में आर्टिकलशिप नहीं किया, मैंने इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग नहीं की है. आई फील दैट इन टुडेज वर्ल्ड having an like not international but having a good exposure in good corporates is something which is required because it will help you in order to groom your corporate skills and just become like a better communicator or a better negotiator is what I feel.
So it's just about your student journey is inspiring. You've completed everything by the age of 22 and I'm sure all the aspiring chartered accountants and other professional students, they can just focus on their studies but give some time to their hobbies, personal life to have a better balanced study. And it's good to study 8 to 10 hours but it is also necessary to take that pause, take that moment and enjoy the journey, right? So thank you for sharing your insights with us. Now let's move on to the next segment. As we discussed, it's really important to take a pause once in a while and enjoy life. So over a coffee, I would like to discuss some fiery rapid fire session with you. Are you up for it?
Definitely.
So your first question is give me 3 skills other than AI that we can inculcate.
That's a good one. अगर आपको लाइफ में ग्रो होना है ये 3 स्किल्स तो डेफिनेटली आनी चाहिए. नंबर 1 इज़ नेगोशिएशन एंड इसमें बेसिकली आप क्लाइंट के पास जाओ, आप एम्प्लॉयज़ को कन्विंस करो, आप किसी के साथ भी बात करो, लाइक यू नीड टू नो हाउ टू नेगोशिएट एंड लाइक मेक श्योर दैट इट्स अ विन-विन सिचुएशन फॉर बोथ ऑफ यू. Second skill in my opinion which is similar to the first one would be communication, which is persuading. I think that it's very underrated how you communicate. Like it doesn't mean like just because आपको English अच्छी आती है you can communicate well.
Yes.
But आप कैसे communicate करते हो, कैसे बात करते हो, how do you present yourself in front of people, that is something which is very important today. The third skill, if you ask me from a student's perspective in finance, financial modeling is something I feel is very important because if you want to get into, let's say, private equity, venture capital, investment banking, any valuations role, corporate finance, I think knowing how to value a company, knowing how to build a financial model, doing projections of revenues, profitability, cost line items and understanding कि क्या रेट ऑफ ग्रोथ होगा एंड कैसे इसको डिस्काउंट करना है टू फाइंड द वैल्यू, दैट इज़ वेरी अंडररेटेड. एंड ये स्किल से आई हैव सीन पीपल, इवन फ्रेशर्स, गेटिंग अ जॉब ऑफ ₹24 lakhs per annum as well after learning financial modeling. So 2 soft skills, negotiation and communication, 1 hard skill which is financial modeling.
So you're suggesting make your financial models and negotiate a higher salary with your boss by communicating well.
Correct, absolutely. That's a very good way to put it in one line.
Definitely. So I want you to give one advice to the students.
One advice to all the students would be that Focus on ICI modules as much as possible if you're studying for your CA exams. That's the most underrated advice.
Right.
ICI modules are like Bible, or like they're just basically going to help you in order to clear your exams.
Okay.
And secondly, just try to ensure that you are focusing on effective studying rather than total hours of studying. As you said in the previous conversation, studying effectively for 8 hours is much better than studying for 12 hours with 4 hours of distraction.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. So you should just study for 8 hours, but 8 effective hours, 8 deep hours. अगर आप डीपली स्टडी करोगे, वर्किंग स्टाइल आपका मतलब वैसे होगा कि आप फोकस्ड पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, देन आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग विच विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प ऑल ऑफ यू टू एस योर एग्जाम्स. एंड लास्टली, डोंट सैक्रिफाइस ऑन योर हॉबीज़, डोंट सैक्रिफाइस ऑन पर्सनल लाइफ. बहुत लोग बोलेंगे, मैं भी पहले बोलता था, आई विल एडमिट, कि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा पर्सनल लाइफ सैक्रिफाइस करनी पड़ेगी एक्सेट्रा, बट आई फील दैट यू शुड जस्ट नॉट सैक्रिफाइस योर हॉबीज़ एंड ऑल. इफ इट इज़ रिफ्रेशिंग एंड इफ इट इज़ हेल्पिंग यू इन ऑर्डर टू स्टडी बेटर एंड मेकिंग यू मोर एफिशिएंट, go for it and don't sacrifice that.
Okay. I want you to give, say, 3 mistakes to avoid while choosing a career path.
Very good question. So 3 गलतियाँ जो स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं when they choose their career path. Number 1 is don't focus on salary.
Yes.
अगर आप स्टार्टिंग में ही 25 लाख, 40 लाख, 50 लाख के पैकेज के पीछे भागोगे and ultimately आपको पता चलेगा this is not meant for me,
Yes.
then that is something which is not a good place to be in. So focus on work profile as compared to salary. Second mistake I feel is don't choose a career path just because of fear of missing out, because of FOMO. मैं बताऊँ तो CAs सारे कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स बनना चाहते थे 2020 2021 में, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ CAs became content creators like me. तो लोगों को लगता था कि यार चलो यार, अगर ये कर पा रहा है तो मैं भी कर लूँगा, इन्फ्लुएंसर बन जाऊँगा एक्सेट्रा. सो डोंट चूज करियर पाथ बिकॉज ऑफ FOMO. द थर्ड मिस्टेक विच स्टूडेंट्स मेक वाइल लेट्स से गोइंग फॉर अ करियर पाथ इज ऑल्सो इंटरव्यूज में एंड में वो क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते टू द इंटरव्यूअर. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ऑलवेज आस्क द इंटरव्यूअर टुवर्ड्स द एंड कि okay, what are the growth prospects for me in this career path? Okay, how is it to work in your company, like something of that sort. So they also feel that okay, you have research and you're interested to work in their company. So if you avoid these 3 mistakes, I think you will be able to get a good career path.
Okay. Just something little personal. 3 habits that we can inculcate for being better professionals.
So I'll answer it in this way कि ऐसे क्या 3 हैबिट्स है जो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ.
Okay.
तो ऐसे क्या 3 हैबिट्स है जो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ in order to improve or upskill myself. Number 1 is always meditating for 30 minutes every morning. So it
Okay.
helps me to stay focused.
Right.
The second non-negotiable habit is always calendarizing every single thing.
Okay.
Right from lunch time, dinner time, talking to
Okay.
mom, talking to dad, playing
Ah.
table tennis, going to the gym, work meetings. Everything is on my calendar. That
Right.
helps me to stay focused and productive कि मेरे को पता है पूरे दिन का क्या
क्या
प्लान
चल
है.
रहा
The third habit which I have recently started doing is reading for 30 minutes every single day. And whatever is your topic or curiosity that you want to read, like you just have to read for 30 minutes every single day so that you just become a better human being.
Right. So I just want you to choose. I'll give you 2 options. Quickly choose whatever comes first to your mind.
Sure.
Let's start with an easy one. Reading a book or audiobook?
Reading a book.
CA or CPA?
CA.
CA or CFA?
CA.
CA or ACCA?
CA.
ACCA or MBA?
MBA.
MBA or from India or from outside?
MBA from outside.
An MBA or an executive MBA?
Both can be done. MBA भी कर सकते हो, executive भी कर सकते हो बाद में. But I think yeah, MBA is good to start off with.
MBA or an AI course?
AI course.
AI course.
Yeah.
So AI wins here.
Yeah.
And okay, just one more quick one like this: job or consulting?
Again, it depends on the kind of background that you have. अगर आपको risk लेने का appetite अभी नहीं है and family background don't like help you with that, so job कर लो. But if you think you have that risk appetite and if you think you can do something better, then go for entrepreneurship or consulting.
Okay, so job or content creation?
Again, depends, but I would be biased content creation because I really like doing that.
Okay, so content creation or what next?
Yeah, I mean content creation. This is going to be the answer of what next also कि content creation में मैं क्या आगे करूँगा. So
Right.
I am thinking of like content will be the main pillar and इसके through और क्या क्या कर सकते हैं. That is something which I am thinking right now.
Okay. So
But if you are asking in terms of क्या businesses और क्या opportunities,
what
I mean
is
I am
next,
doing like multiple things content के through ही. So content के through I've written books, so books is like a good segue from content to just like help build a brand. Secondly, I've started a company where we work with BFSI brands. उनका जितना भी social media है वो सब हम लोग manage करते हैं. All the big mutual fund houses of India.
Right.
I'm thinking to launch a finance conclave every year once, where all the stock market investors will be there, and उनको basically बुला के सब young लोगों को guide करना, वो मैं अभी करने वाला हूँ. I've started a community called 915 Club. 9:15 because market starts at 9:15, where it's a community for 18 to 25-year-old very young passionate stock market investors. Every month I'm going to organize lunch or dinner with the investors I've hosted on my podcast. तो सारे बड़े investors को young लोगों से मिलने का मौका मिलता है because they want to learn from youngsters, especially AI and all, and सारे young लोगों को बड़े लोगों से मिलने का मौका मिल रहा है. So I'm building that community. So if you see, all these 4 things are like pillars of content creation. So content is at the center. Because of my content journey, ये चारों pillars are possible.
Before we conclude, I have one quick question for you. Should we run behind so much of courses, or should we get a fancy degree or do some other certifications? It's the world is in a lot of confusion, and this question has been asked by a lot of people these days.
Yeah, that's a good question again. So हमने बहुत courses की बात की, हमने सब certifications की बात की, but now if I'll say you one contrarian view that I have is that I really don't think that chasing fancy degrees or credentials is going to be the future, especially after skill sets becoming the main future. And मेरे को लगता है कि instead of focusing more on fancy degrees, qualifications जो हमने बात की, ठीक है, that is there, but उसके साथ साथ skills develop करना सीखो, that is going to be the game changer. I'll tell you some stories. Like one of the stories is that I've hired people from IIM Ahmedabad, I've hired interns from ISB, etc. And ऐसा नहीं होता है कि okay, just because they come from very good like professional institution, etc., they are going to be like wonderful. Attitude is something which matters the most. And I've realized one thing. I've hired interns from first year, second year students from, let's say, DU, Delhi universities. उनमें जो hunger होता है, उनमें जो grit होता है, that is something which is better sometimes I feel as compared to having fancy degrees. You will be surprised to know there is a video editor in my team who sits out of Chhattisgarh, okay? And he's just 18 years old. And 18 साल का, and he understands content so well because he's been doing video editing since the last 5 years of his life. जब वो 13 साल का था तब उसने video editing charge किया. Today he's making upwards of 4.5 to 5 lakh rupees every single month only by doing video editing. He works with 15 creators like me. He works with 5 to 7 different brands who like he help with video editing. And वो 18 साल की उम्र में 4.5-5 लाख रुपए per month कमा रहा है. Now that guy is in tier 2, tier 3 city, and वहाँ से वो बैठ के like इतने लोगों के साथ connect कर रहा है because he understands content. He has that skill set. So the point of telling this is that आपको कोई fancy degrees या आपको कोई fancy credentials नहीं चाहिए. Just skill set कर लो, उसके साथ automatically your demand will be there. For example, I hired a videographer in my team who was a security guard in my own building 2 years back. He approached me, he came towards me and said कि कुशल मेरे को आपके साथ काम करना है. If there is an opportunity, please I'd love to join you. I understood कि okay इनको कैमरा आता है, mics आता है use करके etc. I tested him for a week. I really liked him. Today he leads the team of 3 people under him, and he is like the production head. And पिछले 2 साल से he's been doing videography, and he was a security guard in my building for 3.5 years. And since the last 2 years he's doing what he likes because he's very passionate about that. So I think again, don't chase fancy degrees. At the same time, learn on skill sets that will help you in order to grow.
So in order to conclude, do not focus on degrees or say papers. Focus on the skill set because the future is ready, and we can truly be future ready by continuous learning and keep working towards our goals. Thank you, Kushal, for being in the Future Forward podcast. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for the amazing hospitality that you guys have been doing since the last 2-3 days. I'm really excited to be a part of this initiative, and wish you the best for the GCC cricket tournament as well, which you guys organized of 6 countries, and this is the first time this has been happening in Bahrain. So kudos to Vineet Maru and Vinod Rathi as well, who are part of the ICI Bahrain chapter, and wish you the best whoever is watching this.
Thank you so much, Kushal.
Thank you.
See you.